Hey, so this is my 34 weeks on T video. I don't do these often enough anymore. Um, what to say? Uh, I went up on my dose because, yeah, I was still bleeding basically. So my doctor was like, okay, well, instead of every 2 weeks, you should do every 12 days for my shot. And then recently she was like, okay, because I was like, oh, can I do every 10 days? And she was like, yeah, that sounds fine. So I feel like that'll be good. And maybe there'll be more changes, which I don't know what has been changing, I guess. Kind of just slowly the same things, more sideburns, which is cool. Maybe my face shape has changed a little bit more. I still feel like my voice is dropping very slowly, which is kind of annoying. I don't know, it's almost been, I want to say almost coming up onto 8 months or something, and I feel like I guess I thought that I would look different or more different because I know I look different. But I'm sure everyone kind of thinks that, but I don't know. Um, more just I'm just a little bigger, more muscle mass. Uh, Anything else? Kind of just the usual, maybe more body hair. My eyebrows are thicker, not from last month, but overall. Um, I guess that's it. I feel like emotionally, I do think that I go more to anger than angst than I used to, or that the temper is a little quicker. I mean, not I get angry all the time or anything, but just comparatively. Um, I think one of my friends kind of explained it before as with tea, it doesn't add anything that you wouldn't have, but there can be or that you didn't have already, but there can be a magnifying glass on certain personality traits. Um, and I think maybe in that sense, um, yeah, I don't consider, I think I never was a person that got angry a lot, but I've noticed that if it's something that I would have gotten angry about, maybe it's a little bit more of a knee-jerk reaction, but kind of hard to say. It's just so hard to have those relative things oh, this is how I'm reacting now, and this is how I would have reacted then, because you're just in this new subjective place. Um, I feel like my body fat is starting or has been redistributing slowly, so that's cool. Um, I don't know what else. I feel like life is so crazy right now. I'm doing PhD applications, which is annoying because I don't have my name changed. And so I'm like, oh, what should I put for gender? What should I put for my name? What should I put for title? And then should I just include a statement being okay, this is why there's different pronouns everywhere. It's just frustrating to kind of have these impending things. Also, I'm kind of jumping around here, but my skin's been really fucked up. And that may have been A, not having the ideal skincare regimen, B, life being super fucking stressful, and C, also the hormones, but kind of um, definitely worse than my skin has ever been in general. Yeah, it's kind of going through puberty again, but worse, but also that's probably because things have been really stressful and I wasn't sleeping, but not good. I've never had breakouts on my cheeks before, and that's been an issue. But I think that could also be in addition to yeah, the hormones, facial hair coming in, so ingrown hair, which because the first I don't know, I I'm using like an electric razor now, which is better, but like before I got it, I was using something else, and I think that like a regular razor, and that kind of fucked it up, so it took a long time for that to be fixed. So, yeah, it's really unpleasant to have that going on with my skin. Um, Anything else? Emotionally, like I don't know, I still feel like me, which was a big concern going in. I feel like me, but yeah, there are like some shifts of like, I've said before, feeling like maybe slightly more cut and dry in certain ways. And yeah, I get that that's like an ambiguous statement, but just like, um, maybe thinking about things in more angular ways. And oh, like, yeah, definitely not crying as much even when I want to. Like, I used to cry at the drop of a hat, and it felt good, and now I rarely cry for things that are going on in my life. The only thing I cry about is pretty much when I'm watching like a sad show on like a TV show, which is like really weird because I don't know why I'd be able to cry for those things and not cry about life things. Like there's sometimes when I like knew I would have cried before and I like really feel like I want to cry and I can't, and it's like frustrating. So it's kind of sad. I feel like also that my sometimes I feel like that I'm easier to like get over things without being super angsty about it. It's not like I don't have feelings, but I think I would have gone to like a different place with them before. But I don't know if that's like where I am in life, or I mean, I think it is also a result of the hormones, just because as it's related to like the crying and stuff. Um, but yeah, I think I put on since I started to like at least like 8 pounds or so. I think mostly muscle because I like had been working out more, or I had been, but I was sick a lot. Um, I guess I'm just excited about now having my shots every 10 days because I think that will speed things up, which would be cool because I'd like to kind of be read as male more often by now since it's been like 8 months almost. It's like I feel like I'm like slowly kind of more and more people I've like come out to, but then there's like, wait, how long? Like, I want it to be faster because I want to like have like disclose to people, and then they notice the changes, and then they like wrap their head around it, so it's not like this lingering thing. Like, obviously, I don't know if it's obvious or not, but everything's still up in the air with my family. My extended family doesn't really know anything, but like as I think it's getting close to the point that it's gonna be super obvious because I went home like over Christmas, and like yeah, I look different, but they're like super religious and Catholic and Indian, so they're not looking for it. But like that's not going to be the case soon, and like even like with my mom and stuff, she's gonna have to stop being like my daughter and like really stubbornly using like my full name. And I want to talk to her about like changing it, but I don't want to start like a big thing. But I want it to be changed sooner than later, and I want to like schedule top surgery while I'm still under school insurance. So that's a lot. Uh, Anyways, I want to talk like more in depth about lots of things, but I feel like I can't right now because I didn't pick a topic, so I didn't think about what I was going to say. So this is just kind of things I've noticed off the top of my head. Anyways, I hope everyone's doing well. I will try to make more videos sooner.